Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective oracle for today. Today is dun 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 Saturday, July 26, 2025. You may follow me on the talk, the tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, we love that for you. Whatever does not, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. I was going to say something and now I forgot. We're going to use the Shadowland Lenormand deck by Monica Bodurski. I got mine at Le Panetier, but they had it on Amazon. I don't know if you could still find it there. They had like a deluxe edition or something, I think. I think I put it in my wish list. We got one on the table. Three on the table. Oh. Four on the table, one in the reverse. We got six on the table, one in the reverse. Let's do two more shuffles. I don't know. I just thought you needed to see a shuffle today. Top of the deck is Clover. That was originally the bottom of the deck when I pulled the cards out. Bottom of the deck is House. And that is one fucked up house. All right. We got seven with bottom of the deck. We got Snake. We've got Mice. We've got Sun. We've got the Moon in reverse. We've got Ship. We've got Key. And we've got Tree. Bottom of the deck. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. It's kind of funny because when this card fell out, I heard that song. Was it The Hanging Tree? Was it? Are we? What is it? Coming to the tree? I don't know. I heard that song though. And then when I said this, when I showed you the card and I said it, not when it fell out, but when I lifted the card and I showed it to you and I said what it was, I heard Madonna, Frozen. And she says, "You are the key." I think that's what she says. Something's being brought to light with the sun here. And the moon in reverse, the moon typically when it's in the upright, It's like something's being hidden, like finding out that something was hidden. With it in the reverse, something was never really hidden. Something was out in plain sight the whole time. And when I look at this snake card and the mice, I get ringleader and like minions or subjects. I heard the word subjects too. Like the snake is the ringleader and these mice are like accomplices. And something that they did is being brought to light. But again, it's not like something that was very hidden. Like it wasn't hidden. Like they didn't try to hide it. They didn't try to hide it at all. This would be like, and I'm just using this as an example. Like this would be like you're a part of this community, right? Of mice, right? And the snake is the ringleader, whoever that is. And they do something to you behind your back. And you don't really figure it out right away. But it doesn't matter. You decide to leave this group, you decide to leave these mice, this snake. You get out of there, you walk away. They didn't really try to hide what they did to you. They really did not try to hide what they did to you. You just didn't see it, right? Because sometimes when we're not healing, sometimes when, we're out there floating around in the universe, like we don't use our intuition, like we don't see things. Let's just be honest. We're living in a certain state of being and we don't see what we're meant to see. Whoever this person is that leaves after the fact, hours, days, weeks, months, years, they realize like these people got me fucked up. Like these people did something like behind my back. And these people, these mice, this snake, this group, this ringleader, they never really tried to hide it. And they're not trying to hide it now. In fact, they were laughing about it, right? Because you didn't notice. They did what they did to you. You walked away anyway, whatever. Ha ha ha. We fucked them, like. And again, they were never hiding it. It's just you didn't see it. But now it's actually being talked about or it's being brought out into the light. It's being observed. Like somebody's actually looking at it and saying, hey, did you do this to so and so? Hey, did that really happen? Like you did that. They're trying to move away from it. Whoever this snake is, whoever these mice are, they're trying to move away from it. Look at the apple with the mice. Like they're feeding off the apple. Like whatever this was that they did, it's like eating them alive. Look at the snake. Look at that little person on the bench and the snake is looking down on them like a predator. Whatever they did, it's eating them alive. Like they're probably getting karma. They probably part of the karma is feeling like shit, finally getting into your fifis about it, even though you thought oh, I'm okay, I'm an asshole. Yeah, I'm an asshole. Who cares? Now somebody's in their fifis about it. And they're moving away from it. They're trying to distance themselves from whatever they did. Like, oh no, like I don't know anything about that. Like that was 5 years ago. That was 5 months ago. Like I don't know anything about that. But look at how precarious it is. It's like a giant jellyfish and this boat is trying to float on it, like it's rocking, you know what I mean? Like it's unstable. Like the boat is being carried away, but it's unstable. They're moving away from this situation, but it's unstable. Because again, like they never tried to hide it. They never tried to hide it. And now it's being brought out. Like people are really seeing it for what it was. And I don't I mean, you could liken this to something on a national scale, a world scale, or this could just be something that happened to you personally, right? Because it's not like this scenario is unique. Let's just say it like that. People hurt other people every day, all day long. Some have best justification for it, some do not. The key card, it's like they thought nobody was going to figure it out, right? Like the actual key to the story. Like nobody was going to figure out the how, the what, the where, the why, right? But it's funny because when I look at the when I look at the tree and you see all these different objects in the tree. There's like a spider, a clock, a skull, a pear, an apple, a little house, a bat, a key, a bunch of cobwebs, leaves, and there's this little person swinging on the swing of the tree, right? It's like they're looking through all these things. They're looking like which key matches, like like how like where's the motivation? Like if a group of people attacked one person and that person walked away and never went back to that group. And now other people, like friends, family of the group, are like, hey, how come so and so, hasn't come back? How come we don't see them? It's been like a year or, 6 months or 6 years, And this snake and these mice are like, oh well, something's wrong with them. Like they don't they never liked us, they think they're too good for us. But people are going through like the facts, like they're looking through like things that have been said in the past, things that have been done in the past, things that they might have witnessed in the past, and they're looking at all these objects, right? Like all these different keys, and it's like people are looking at these mice and this snake like, I think there's something more to the story. Like, I think there's a part that's missing, and we're gonna find it. We're gonna figure it out. That missing key. Very basic example, but it could be like a group of girlfriends, right, in high school, and the one girl has a boyfriend, and the other four friends are jealous. So they decide that the one friend is going to steal the boyfriend, try to tempt them with sex, something like that, right? And they do it, maybe they don't have to work real hard. Maybe they have to get him drunk, I don't know. But they get him to cheat on the friend, and the friend walks away from this friend group, has to walk away from the boyfriend, and ultimately doesn't say anything about it because, when something devastating happens to you, oftentimes you just need to get away so you can heal yourself. That's like your first thought is survival. and other people that come and go from this friend group, right? Well, how come Susie left? How come Susie doesn't hang out with you guys anymore? Hey, what happened to Rob and Susie? Like, they're not together anymore? Like, what happened there? And even though these four girls or three girls or whatever the hell it was, even though they're not like hiding it, they didn't hide it, right? They planned it, they did what they did. You know, when somebody goes back to Susie or Rob and says, hey, how come you don't date Susie anymore? Hey, how come Susie, how come you don't hang out with those girls anymore? Like, something's going to be found out, something's going to be pieced together. It really reminds me of me and the ex-best friend and everything that happened between her and I, because I left that situation. I left her. I left her family, her friends. I just fucking walked away and went no contact. And it'll be 3 years this October, November. And I often say, do the ones that weren't involved wonder where I am? Have they watched me on YouTube? Have they watched me on TikTok? Because even though I never gave names, I put it out there. What she did to me, what she did to our friendship, the guy she set me up with, my thoughts on that whole situation. I'm always open and honest about that. I talk about my stuff all the time because it's a learning experience, and it's still a learning experience for me, a healing situation for me. But it can be for others too, whether they've gone through it or not, whether they've gone through something similar or not. And I often wonder, certain people in that group, are they still in that group? Do they still hang out with her? Do they still put up with her bullshit? Do they still let her abuse them and use them? Or have they walked away? Did they get away like I got away? What does she say about me? You know, and you would like to think that karma would step in, God would step in and do what they need to do there, but I would have no idea. I'm not there. I'm not in that situation. I don't talk to her. I don't talk to her sister, her friends. I don't talk to anybody from that group. When I went no contact, I went no fucking contact. Balls in. Like, mm-mm. Like, I found my cojones and I walked away, and I didn't reach out to anybody. And I won't ever. I won't ever reach out to her sister. I won't reach out to her friends. Nothing. Ever. And you'll watch tarot readings and oracle readings, and they'll say like, "Oh, you're not in so and so's life, but they still think about you. They really miss you. They really wish that they hadn't done what they did to you." Bullshit. Bullshit. People know what they do to other people. People do what they do to people on purpose. And very few people regret it. Me included. I'm not going to lie, like, me included. I've done things to people that I still don't regret. I mean, nothing horribly bad, but I'm just saying. I don't believe for 1 second that any of her friends or family second guess her. I don't know why they put up with her shit. Call it witchery, call it black magic. I don't know. I don't know why they put up with her shit, but they do. And I think her sister and some of her friends, some of her ex-lovers, like they all work together with her in conjunction with her. So I think some of them are very, very much privy to what happened between her and I. And they don't give a fuck. Whether karma hit them or not, they don't give a fuck. They did what they did. They don't care. It's kind of funny because I don't know why I'm saying this, but last week when I was going through all that shit with the guy, if you follow me, if you subscribe, with the guy at work that I said I loved, and he went towards my friend at work, and she's pretending like she's not doing anything wrong, and he's completely ignoring me, wouldn't answer my question so I could heal myself properly. Even though I'm gonna anyway. I don't need him for that. I had told my friend, I said, I'm gonna blow this shit up. Like, I'm gonna blow this shit up and I don't care. And I did. I did blow it up. On Facebook, I put all kinds of stuff on there. And I don't have any regrets about that. I don't have any regrets about anything that I said on there. Because everything I said is what I know to be true about the situation. And yeah. Like, I don't have any regrets about leaving the ex-best friend and walking away from that situation. There's really only one person that I miss from that situation, and that was my soulmate. And I don't know if he was a romantic soulmate. Don't even I don't even put it like that. It's just him and I had a lot in common. We had a lot of like the same interests, and we both very much had like a like mind. And he's the only one that I miss out of that situation. But you make choices, you have choices, right? He chooses to stay and befriend with a toxic individual, with a karmic individual, with someone that's highly abusive, highly narcissistic. And the fact that he's still there after like 20 years of friendship, whatever it's been for them, um either she's got some type of hold on him, put some type of magic on him. I have no idea. I have no idea. Because you cannot tell me that in the 20 years that they've been friends, that he hasn't seen her mask slip. And granted, it took me 30 plus years to see that mask slip. But the funny thing is about that is I opened the door because I put out there into the world what I put out there, and she accepted it and she let her mask slip. Like, and I did what I did because I was getting those intuitive nudges. Like, I was getting those feelings. Like, anytime her and I had a conversation, like, I was starting to recognize that she thought everything between us was a competition. Why would your best friend think that everything is a competition, right? It started to make me realize, and I started to throw little nuggets out there on purpose to see what she would fall for, so I could see that mask slip. Nobody in that friend group, nobody in that family, that community has seen her mask slip. I call bullshit. I call bullshit. Everything comes around. That's why they call it the wheel. Everything comes around. Karma will come back around whenever it comes back around, for her, her sister, that whole group, that whole community. Because I'm telling you, when I got that first intuitive nudge, I could not let it go. I started planting those little nuggets so that I could see what was going on there with her. You cannot tell me that not one of those people hasn't had a little intuitive nudge that something is off, something is wrong. And they just turn a blind eye. And the sad thing is when you do that, you leave yourself open for that negative connection, that toxicity. Like those people are all now connected to her in that toxicity. And the karma is like, you're going to get her karma. And she got a ton of shit, bad karma coming her way if she didn't already get it. And when you tie yourself to someone like that, you get that karma too. Your kids get that karma. Your grandkids get that karma. Your freaking dog gets that karma. And you like to think some of those people don't deserve it, but they stay. They stay. For whatever reason, they stay. I don't know what this situation is. I don't know what this group, this snake is hiding, but they're not hiding it well. People are figuring it out. Key by key, link by link. They're figuring something out. I just heard it's not hard when there's a trail. People often do the same thing to other people, you know. I've said before in my situation with the ex-best friend, I was not the first and I was not the last. See that tree? It reminds me of one of those dancing, like hot air things that they fill up with like the air and they like dance like at car dealerships. You know, they blow them up and they kind of flail around in the wind because they're like filled with air and they move around. Kind of also reminds me of like the holiday ones because they have the holiday ones where you fill them up with air and they sit on your lawn, but then when you go out every morning, like they're deflated and they're laying on the ground. They do them for Halloween, Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Those things are so annoying. And I understand they shut off so they, you know, they deflate or whatever, but it's still, it's ridiculous to me. If these people get asked specifics about a story, as time goes on, their story is going to get thinner and thinner. And by that, I mean they're going to forget. Like they're going to forget certain details and they're going to change them. And people that listen to the story are going to be like, well, wait a minute. Last time you said this. Now you're saying this. They have holes in their story. Their story is not, it's not steady. It's not rock solid. I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm not really seeing anything else. I'm going to leave it there. I hope the message resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope you all have a great day and or evening. Oh, great weekend if it's the weekend for you. I will talk to you later. Bye.